is a slime mold. It's the largest single-celled organism on Earth, and it can grow to more than 3 square meters. Scientists have recently discovered that these primitive life forms have some rather sophisticated talents. At Oxford University, Dr. Mark Fricker is one of a team of botanists and computer scientists studying a species of slime mold called Physarum polycephalum. For years, slime molds have fascinated scientists with their remarkable ability to solve simple mazes. Put food at the end of a maze, and the slime mold will find the quickest route through. But scientists started to wonder if the mold could do more than just perform clever tricks.
You can set them lots of little tasks, and you can allow them to forage and connect up little food sources to see what sort of network they would make.
Okay.
And a geometric shape, so a square or something more complicated, is interesting, but we wanted to see whether they would be able to solve a slightly more complex problem.
Mark is recreating an experiment he worked on with colleagues at Tokyo University. He takes a blob of slime mold and then surrounds it with a pattern of oat flakes, an irresistible treat to the slime mold. What happens next is recorded by a time-lapse camera. The slime mold locates the oat flakes by growing out in all directions. But within hours, the slime mold shrinks back, leaving an intricate web of tubes that connect the oat flakes. It's these tubes that transfer nutrients around the slime mold. Incredibly, everything you can see is part of one single cell.
It needs to build a network that's quite efficient to transport all those resources around. At the same time, that network mustn't cost too much. It mustn't take up too many of its own resources. And then the other problem it has is it's going to be subject to damage. And so if there was only ever one connection, there's a risk that that would break.
The slime mold takes no chances. It grows backup routes to make sure that its food supply isn't cut off. But there's something even more extraordinary about what the slime mold has done. Mark hasn't just laid out the flakes in a random pattern.
The large blob in the middle is Tokyo.
Right.
And each of these food sources is positioned as one of the cities nearby Tokyo.
So it's a recreation of the area around Tokyo.
Indeed. So this is actually what it's based on. This is the rail network around Tokyo. And we can superimpose that over. Okay, so we can align it up.
That's identical. It's absolutely identical.
So you see a lot of these connections, it's formed the same sort of links. It's got a few extra ones in as well. It's a slightly more resilient network than the ones that the engineers designed.
You're telling me, wait a minute, that this slime mold has built a better network
A remarkably
than
similar
the humans
network.
built.
Yes.
The Tokyo rail system is one of the most efficient and well organized in the world. It took lots of skilled engineers using lots of brain power to plan it. Yet somehow, SlimeMold has achieved the same goal: how to efficiently link together multiple locations. SlimeMold has also been put to work in other parts of the world. Here it tackles some of Britain's major motorways. And this is its take on the best routes around Spain. And here are some interesting alternatives to America's Route 66. What is the slime mold actually displaying here?
It's a sort of smart behaviour. It hasn't got a brain, it hasn't got a nervous system, but it still seems to be able to solve these sorts of complex problems with very simple rules. And that's something that the computer scientists that we're working with are getting very interested in, and whether or not you can take inspiration from this system and apply it to other sorts of problems. Bye.